Hey, it's Tammy here. I'm coming to you from Wellspring Valley. Uh, Dear friends, beautiful, beautiful gallery space and sacred gardens recognized by the United Plant Savers. So we're in sacred gardens with a labyrinth and a spiral. This is Christine Simmons, and we're sharing the new moon in Taurus global goddess gathering. Well, we're just here, just us, but that is the platform that we've held these sacred ceremonies honoring the new moon each and every month since 2018. And as you know, but I want to say too that anytime you come to this, the energies are right for you. This is a timeless sacred yoga practice. We'll be diving into the watery elements of the yoga practice. This is transformational elemental yoga. And although the new moon is in Taurus, which is an earth sign, it is ruled by Venus, who features so prominently in this lunation. The energies for the transformation of Earth and all of her inhabitants is really ripe. And Taurus, especially, is a time to really drop in to the body and embodiment, and to allow for a gestation of the previous months. It's shifting into mid-springtime. I mean, everything is rebirthing itself all around us. And if you cannot be joyful in springtime with the bird song and bees and fragrances and abundance of fresh local foods being readily available in your own backyard, if you know what to look for, we also have Venus, who today we're having a yoga practice, a guided meditative journey, and then we're planting seeds. So all of these videos will be linked below. But our theme is a story of the Egyptian Neteru that are featuring prominently through their celestial bodies. In other words, Venus is Isis, mother of us all, the queen mother of us all in shamanic Egyptian astrology. She's currently conjunct Saturn, represented by Sobek, the ancient wisdom, Father Time, who's kept the cycles going. And they're also conjunct the north node of the moon in Taurus, which is, did I get that right? Is the moon in Taurus? The nodes of the moon, I believe, are Virgo, Aries right now. Either way, Venus and Saturn are conjunct the north node of the moon, which are the nodes of destiny. Neptune, representing Nephthys, the sister of Isis, who remains in the shadows, and she remained there to keep the rituals and the ancient mysteries alive until we are ready again. And now is that time that we're ready for the rituals and the mysteries of Mother God to become mainstream again. So I wanted to keep this introduction a little bit brief, but join us afterward for the meditation where all of this will come more into play. But those are some of the main characters in our story and our guided meditation today. The new moon is always the time for planting seeds, writing intentions, revisiting your past intentions. And this moon is especially ripe as we have Neptune at 0 degrees of Aries. That's the dream time. So we're going to walk into a living, lucid dream in our meditation and in our yoga practice today. So without further ado, I'm going to scooch on over to the mat. I am nursing some tendonitis. I may take this off and on, but also just know that No matter what kind of limitations you're facing, there are always ways to modify. I will confess I've taken a long break from yoga. I've used this sort of as an excuse, and I'm ready now to go back into a regular practice and get my body back in shape. I'm reclaiming optimal health and wellness now with this new moon. So thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. I do have to remember that we're also sort of growing our reach here to expand our impact, and you can really support us with that. And we want to support you with that. That's what the Global Goddess Gathering is all about. We've got online directories to connect us all. Look for lots of events coming up this season. And again, thank you for being here. Okay, let's begin lying on our backs. So the way I like to do that is to move intentionally. So ground your sitting bones in by rocking back and forth. Come to a little weight, just a little bit of weight in your heels. And then let your heels settle. Let your weight be balanced on both sitting bones. Reach your arms forward. Take a big inhale. Nice firm belly as you slowly lay down one vertebrae at a time. Let your arms go overhead and just settle into the earth. Whatever movement you need. First, I'm going to reach through my right heel and then reach through my left heel. Now, as I reach, the other one naturally retracts. Just a gentle slide your left heel forward, slide your right heel forward. Your pelvis is gently rocking, releasing any tension in the hips. Low back, knees. Take another inhale here. Allow the belly to expand and rise. Your chest and ribs to expand and rise. Now press your shoulder blades into the floor as you slowly exhale. Exhale one vertebrae at a time, sort of melting into the earth. With your next inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Nice and slowly hug them in. Allow your head to come up. Feel like a little seed just rocking gently back and forth, side by side on your spine, feeling especially as you roll over the hips, special attention to the hips, but knowing your organs are getting a little massage here. As we inhale, let's spring the legs and the arms back out. And exhale, bring the knees right back into the chest, nice and slow, pretty dramatic. Hug them in. Inhale, extend the legs and arms, spread your fingers and toes wide. Exhale, squeeze and hug your knees into your chest. Now, holding on to the left knee, send your right foot forward. Do not rest it on the ground. Keep it a couple of inches off the ground, very active, reaching through pointed Barbie doll toes. That's the ball reaching forward, but it's sort of pointed, a mix between flexed and pointed. And then just gently take your toe out to 45 and just bring it out and in. And if you need to rotate the foot and ankle, again, feel hip mobility here. This time of year, many of us are gardening and spring cleaning, and the low back gets a lot of strain. Okay, and then coming back to center, take an inhale as you exchange the right knee for the left, hug the right knee in, point the left toe, and like really hug this knee in, pull it in towards the armpit, reach through that left toe, point it, and then again, sweep that foot out 45 degrees and back in, out and back in. And When I offer these transformational yoga classes, it's an invitation to explore your own body. I'm providing ideas, but I'm almost never static. It's about flowing. It's about mastering the dance of life. Okay, inhale, bring the left knee to meet the right, hugging both knees in. Now let's take it to a twist. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right side, pressing down on top of them with your right forearm. Allow that left shoulder to sink into the earth. Can you be strong, fluid, and flexible? Stay here and breathe in and breathe out. Squeeze your belly onto your spine. Inhale, come to center, hug your knees into your chest. Exhale, dropping the knees over to the left. Again, the weight of your forearm on top of that knee, right shoulder, letting your shoulder blade and your whole arm melt into the soft, receptive, fertile Mother Gaia. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, hug both knees into your chest once more. Now, once again, hold on to the left knee, send the right foot forward, point and really reach that foot as long as you can. But now go ahead and rest the right heel into the earth. And then another twist, just bring this left leg across. You can let it go mostly straight. Work on getting that inside of the left foot onto the floor if it's possible. Again, gentle pressure. You can even massage your outer right thigh with your right hand. Breathe into that hip as it begins to open even more. And remember to sink that left shoulder towards the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze your belly onto your spine. Inhale, hug both knees into your chest. Find a way to do that. Squeeze those knees gently, rocking back and forth, especially on your hips. Inhale, hang on to the right knee, send that left foot forward. Reach through the left toes. And then rest your left heel on the earth and send this right leg over into a twist. Your leg, again, come mostly straight, either just pressing above the knee, gentle pressure, or even massaging your leg while you exhale and sink that right shoulder softly into the earth, maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale once more. Hug your knees into your chest. Exhale, maybe you lift your chin towards your knees and tighten everything into a little seed ball. Just tighten, squeeze. Hug your knees, squeeze your thighs together, squeeze your shins, flex your feet, squeeze your neck and your cheeks. You're a little seed. Stay here, but inhale. As you inhale, soften your seed and just melt back down into the earth. Let your heels slide forward. And once again, you're lying flat on your back. And now let's inhale and raise that right leg up and clasp your hands together behind, above your right knee. And then let your face be soft. Let your head be resting on the earth. But then activate that leg by reaching up through the heel. And then gently press your thigh into your hands and your hands into your thigh. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. your hands into your thigh, your thighs into your hand, your heel reaching towards the heavens. Inhale, release. Just a slight bend in the knee. Exhale, activate and press. Now, if your foot is in range, even if you have to bend your knee, go ahead and grab the outside edge of that right foot. And then once again, just press your foot into your hand and pull your hand down into your foot. That will likely cause your shoulder to lift up a little bit, but just feel the stretch through the back of the leg. Feel the strengthening and the activation in your glutes. Inhale, release. Just let your knee come in towards your chest. Exhale, push your foot into your hand into your foot. Inhale, release. Exhale, push. Let's hug both knees in once again. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking around however it feels good to you. This is your practice. Maybe you're going to rock more vigorously now. The energy is rebirth, renewal. Maybe your seat is getting ready to crack open. And then let's go ahead, hang on to the left knee, let the right heel rest on the earth. Extend that left leg up, clasp your hands together, reach up through the heel, press your thigh into your hands into your thigh. Inhale, relax. Exhale, activate and press and ground your tailbone into the earth. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press your thigh to your hands into your thigh. Reach the heel towards the sun, towards the heavens. One more time. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press. This time as you inhale and relax, again, if the foot is in range, even if you have to bend your knee a lot, just grab the outside edge of your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, press your foot up. Again, let it lift that shoulder up. It'll give you a nice shoulder stretch as well, but be soft and limber as well. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press. Feel the stretch in the hamstring. Breathe. Inhale, relax. Exhale, press and activate. And maybe this is a root that's cracking through the shell of the seed and springing down into the fertile earth, nourished by the sunlight. Inhale, bring both knees into your chest one last time. And now go ahead and place your fingertips behind your knees and begin to rock over your spine. Several times, getting a great back massage here. Feel like a joyful little seed ready to spring into your feet. Need a little helping hand there. Let's meet up here in a nice low squat. Feet are a little more than hips distance apart with your toes pointed just a little bit outward. Your upper arms are inside your shoulders, and my hands are in a gentle prayer position. Inhale, breathe the energies of earth and sky right into your heart. And notice how your spread out fingers are like little antennae. As you exhale, shoot love through these little fingers. Inhale, breathe into the low back. Allow your feet to melt into the earth. Feel a strong and steady foundation. If your heels are able to be down, have your heels down. And then just, again, shift your weight. I'm basically just shifting my hips side to side. And as I do, the inside edge of one foot peels up off the ground, but I'm nice and connected. And again, this is your dance. If you want to move your shoulders a little bit, if you want to sway a little bit more side to side, that's getting warm inside the seed, and you are ready to become a seedling, a new baby seedling. With that, let's let your fingers graze the earth out in front, about a foot or so, because we're going to rise up nice and strong into a forward fold. So fingertips graze, press into your balls of your feet, lean forward just a little bit and begin to wiggle and jiggle your hips up, bringing your legs torn straight up on the tippy toes, sink down into your heels. Allow your palms to rest on the earth, even if you have to bend your knees in order to do so, and just hang. Maybe a gentle yes and no with your head. And then keeping the fingers connected, inhale, peel up your hands. Tippy top of the fingers, extend the crown of the head forward, nice flat back. Exhale, melt the hands and the heart. 2 more times. Inhale, peel up, tippy top of the fingers. That head is the last thing to spring forth, crown of the head. Exhale, melt your hands and your heart. And one last time, inhale, up to a flat back. Exhale, melt. And let's put both fingertips on the floor. If you need blocks, feel free to get some blocks. Now take the weight out of the right foot and then send the right foot behind you. A variation of warrior 3, but we're just here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, touch down, coming to a lunge. We need to shift that front foot a little bit. Now we're in a nice long lunge with the back knee lifted and active. Pressing into both hands. We're going to step back to a plank pose, pausing here. And then we're going to lower the left knee and just peel up into a supported side plank pose. With that left knee down, peel up, exhale, lower, and bring the right hip towards the earth. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Just peel up, you come to the inside edge of the back foot, exhale, lower the hip toward, well, point your hip towards the earth. And then 1 more time, inhale, peel up, exhale, rest that right hand down. Now lower the right knee and then sink back to a child's pose. And pause here. Breathe into your back. Exhale. Next time you breathe in, keep the hands down, but lift the elbows like little wings. Exhale, lower the elbows. Inhale, peel up the elbows. Exhale, as you lower the elbows, come back into, we're going to come actually for the first time into a cobra pose by releasing your hips down onto the earth, pressing into the hands, sliding your shoulders down your back body. Inhale, peel up through a cat pose, round your spine. Exhale, back to child's. And then 1 more time. Inhale, peel up through cat and lower your pelvis, cobra pose. Now coming up, let's keep the right knee down, put that left toe back, and then peel up half a side plank on the other side. Exhale, the left hand comes down, the left hip points towards the earth. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, mounting down. 1 more time. Inhale, peel up. And exhale, coming to center. Now, can you raise that right knee and find yourself back in a plank pose? Beautiful. And just feel long. Feel how strong your core is to keep you here. Now, if you need to modify, just go to your knees. And then just walk your toes forward a little bit. The hips begin to rise. Rise way up onto your tippy toes. Lift your hips like a belt is pulling you up. And then sink your heels down. Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Press into spread out fingers. Lift up gently on the heel of your hand, taking the pressure out of your wrist. Externally rotate the upper arms. Press your armpits towards your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale. Exhale. Pedal your feet if that feels good. You can sway into the hips a little bit as you pedal. And then just make that a slow little walk back up to that forward fold. Pausing here. Go ahead and grab inner elbows and let your upper body hang nice and heavy. Ragdoll. Inhale. Exhale. Can you melt your ribs into your thighs? Next inhale. Release the arms and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Like a little seedling reaching up for the sun, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Beautiful. And let's flow through a couple of sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. You can do it like a wave. Press your palms into the earth. Inhale, peel up, flat back. Exhale, fold, lift the right leg, hip high. Bend the left knee to step back into that lunge. Step the left leg back to meet the right. And you can move through chaturanga if it's in your practice. I am doing a modified version with my hand here. And then up into a cobra pose, remembering to slide your shoulders down on your back body. Inhale, peel up the hips. Bring the hips as high as you can before sinking back into your heels. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, peel open your hips, make some nice circles with your knee. Circle the other way. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, send the right leg back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, step forward to the lunge. Inhale, lift the left leg and step forward. Forward fold. Ragdoll, grab inner elbows and just let your weight hang heavy. Maybe do the elephant walk where you just sort of walk with your elbows coming to center. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, lift the left leg hip high. Bending the right knee to touch back to that lunge. Nice and active with that back leg lifting, back knee lifting. And step the right foot back to meet the left in your plank pose. And again, chaturanga or modified chaturanga. If you do chaturanga, you don't want to let your elbows go up past your body. You want to come to a 90-degree fold, then lowering down for a cobra or an upward facing dog. Breathing the strong back muscles. Let's inhale, lower almost down to the ground. Legs are active. My toes are lifted just a little bit off the ground. Inhale, back up. Moving like a cobra. Exhale, rising down. Inhale. Undulating up, slide those shoulder blades down. Real back mobility here. Go at your own pace. Inhale as you move towards the earth. Exhale as you rise back up to your cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. 2 more times. Exhale, lowering towards the earth, and inhale right up. This undulating movement of fertility. Exhale, come all the way down on the earth. Turn your left cheek to the ground. Take one breath here. Exhale. Inhale, let's extend the left hand out in front and the right hand back. Your neck, your face is just a little bit up off the ground, and you'll feel this strengthening your upper back and your shoulders. Now, inhale, just change the arms. Protect your neck. My forehead is up off the ground, and my spine is very in alignment, and the muscles around my back are really firing up. Now, keep the legs active by reaching through the toes. Inhale, change. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Inhale. Exhale, change again. Right hand goes forward, left hand goes back. If you can keep those feet elevated, the glutes are very engaged. Go at your own pace here. Just reversing. Left hand forward, right hand back. 2 more. Now go ahead and bring spider fingers to the floor on either side of your chest. That means my fingers are down, but my palms are lifted up. Really lift the elbows up. Lift your shoulder blades off the back body, and then inhale and rise up for one more modified cobra pose. And exhale down, and this time we're going to push up to downward facing dog. So placing your toes into the earth, push your body up, lift your heels, bring the feet in a little closer, lift those hips, and then exhale, sinking your heels into the earth. Lengthen the crown of your head towards the earth. Press your armpits towards your thighs. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, heel open your hip, and make some circles. And circle the other way. And then inhale, that left foot goes back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left foot back. And exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, step forward to the lunge. Pressing your fingertips to the earth in front of you, lift the back leg. Exhale, step together. Forward fold. Ragdoll one more time. Deliciously let gravity lengthen your spine. It's a great, it's a form of an inversion. My head is lower than my heart. It is phenomenal for my circulation and for lengthening the spine so you get some space and allow for your muscles to adjust in your back. Let's let our fingertips graze the earth just for a second, then inhale, rise up. One vertebrae at a time. Do some gentle shoulder circles, circling the shoulders back, circling the shoulders forward. We're going to move, so just wiggle out, do some raising your heels, just wiggling out the hips and loosening up, loosening everything up as we transition to a balancing pose. We're going to go with half moon pose here. So if you have a block, or if you don't have a block, even if you have a chair or a roll-up blanket, you don't have to have the block, but it can be helpful. So we're going to start out feet hips distance apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, we're going to dive forward into that fold again. And then if you need the block, place the block under your left hand. And then we're basically going to start out like we did in our flow, just lift. So you want to put the weight into your left foot and make sure that knee is like a shock absorber, not locked in. Lift the right leg, hip high. Right now, my toes are pointed down, my hip is pointed down. Bring this right hand, grab your hip point, peel open your hip. Beautiful. And just pause there. If this is where you go, this is just fine, but work to stack those shoulder blades, right shoulder blade on top of left. Reach through both feet, but especially through that right heel. Push through the right heel. Standing leg is strong. Maybe you raise the top arm up. Half moon pose. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, let's bring this right knee behind the left. Squeeze this arm in. And then exhale, just send it back. And then go ahead and come back to your forward fold. Inhale here, lift that right leg once more. Bend the left knee to drop back to the lunge. And now we're going to open up into side angle pose. So you're going to turn that right heel to the mat. Bring your left arm inside the left leg. It's perfectly in front. Now, if you can't get it all the way down, bend the elbow inside the left knee. And then again, peeling open. Bend deeply into that left knee. Press into the outside edge of the right foot. Reach the right fingertips overhead. Side angle pose, strong and stable. Really reach from your outer ankle through the fingertips. Breathe. Exhale. Place the right hand down, come up onto that toe. Bring the left hand back to the block. And one more time, rise up for half moon. Exhale, we're going to drop right back down into side angle. Just a couple little shifts. You just lower the foot to the earth, bring your arm to the inside edge of the leg and reach overhead. One more time. Transition to half moon. I'm going to let this right hand graze, come up onto the block, lift and peel open, all at the same time, like the petals of the first leaves of the first seedlings. And then let's come down to the forward fold. So my feet are hips distance apart, palms on the earth, head hangs heavy. Inhale, peel up to flat back. Exhale, melting down, and then let's slowly drop back to that squat where we began, just to give that standing leg a nice break. You can shift your heels if you want to, and slowly lowering your butt all the way down to that same squat. Allow your fingers to come together in this nice open finger prayer pose, and just shift your weight a little bit. The way I'm shifting it this time is I'm pressing my elbow into my leg, and as I press, it just causes my body to shift. So it's like a stronger way to just shift your weight side to side. And let's go ahead and place our fingertips down. Shift your weight into your toes. Maybe your heels come up, and nice and slowly and strong. Like this is how to stay strong and really achieve longevity. You know, if you look at old yogis, they're vital and strong, and it's because they thoughtfully rise up, lift the hips, lift, 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 peel up, lengthen the spine. We're going to come right into half moon on the other side. So now my right hand remains on the floor or on the block, and it's the same distance from my ankle to my shoulder. That's how far I want between that hand. And then I'm going to inhale, lift that left leg, and grab my left hip point, and then begin to peel open that left hip. reach through the heel of the standing leg. The lifted leg. And remember that standing leg is slightly bent. If you have the balance, reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. We're going to make our way down to side angle. So I'm going to bring my left foot down to the mat. This right foot's got to wiggle up. Bring my right hand either to the inside edge or to the knee. And then again, peel open. And then reach my left fingertips forward. I need to adjust, give myself a little more length there. And then I'm reaching from the outer right ankle through the right fingertips. Become as long as you can. Press your arm into your leg. Lift that left hip. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Transitioning up to half moon. Just let that left hand graze the earth. Put the right hand back onto the block. Sweep the left leg up and peel open. Ardha Chandrasana, nice and strong. In your own way, go ahead. Back into side angle. I'm going to really reach through my foot as I place that down. Again, right hand inside edge of right leg and get as deep as is comfortable for you. Ideally, you create a nice, long, straight line between the the left ankle and the left fingertips. One more half moon. Sweep up. Maybe you spiral the arm up. Lift that left leg. Nice and strong. Pressing through both feet. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Side angle pose. So you see I kind of looped my arm around until it's where I want it over my head. Then round my left foot and then press my right arm into the inside edge, peel open my heart, gaze up. It's so nice with this afternoon sun and this spring day. It was really cold and rainy yesterday, but the rain did so much for all the plants that are growing. Circle this left arm around, place it down, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Grab inner elbows, one more ragdoll pose. Inhale, rising up one vertebrae at a time. And when you get there, gently roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward. We're going to make our way back down, closer towards the earth once more. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, like a mermaid, dive towards the earth. Place your hands down, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Lift the right leg. Bend the left knee, coming back to your lunge. And now we're going to just set up kind of like we're going towards pigeon. If you want to, you can have a block that might go under the left hip. So you heel toe that foot across. We're going to stay up high if you can. So can you bring your shin to the earth, but keep your back knee off the ground. Now, ideally, your shin is sort of parallel with the front of your mat. And now I'm just going to move over that back toe. I'm rolling over the balls of my toes onto the tippy toes. Just shift your weight. Again, feel. How does this feel in your hips? And as you're moving forward and back, maybe you gently rotate that right hip just a little bit inward as you come up, outward as you go back. How does this feel on all your joints? It feels dreamy on my low back. Woo. Just maybe one more time, and then we're going to settle in. Back here, allow that knee to come down to the earth. Bring your hands so that you can have your upper body as tall as you can. So you're bringing your hands in close. And pigeon gets its name from the puffed out chest. So pigeon pose is a heart opener. You can, if you like, can also put your hand on your foot and on your knee, and that will bring you up even taller. And we're really focusing on opening and softening through this hip flexor, the front muscle here in the right, and again, this heart opener. So let's do from here a little sort of cat-cow. We won't get a lot of movement, but we're going to round our shoulders forward with an inhale, no, with an exhale, and then inhale. Externally rotate the shoulders. Puff out your chest like a proud pigeon. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Puffed out chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, puffed out chest. And now that's it for the pigeon for now. Let's go ahead and sit onto that left hip and slide your right foot around, bringing it to the outside edge of the left knee for a nice twist. So we're taking our time here. We're a nice fluid body that wants to settle my right sitting bone into the earth. I want my right sitting bone to be grounded as much as my left, but I'm not going to be able to force it. So maybe by doing a little dance and a little undulation here, kind of sweeping my shoulders around, now that right hip feels much more grounded into the earth. Let's inhale from here, sweep your arms up like the brilliant wings of Isis glistening in 10,000 suns. Bring your palms together. Reach for the heavens. As you exhale, left hand comes outside the right knee, right fingers root into the ground behind you. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, deeper into the twist. One more time. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, deeper into the twist. And then we're going to unwind this into Agni Stambhasana or fire log pose. Now, my hip mobility does not allow for my knees to be, for my shins to be right on top of each other like this. But your shins are to be stacked on top of each other. It is not easy pose. It's not a cross leg. The right ankle comes to the top inside edge of that left knee. And again, without a lot of hip mobility, my knee's going to remain up like this, but that's okay. We're visiting the fire element at Agni Stambhasana. This is elemental yoga. And our story, if you come back for the meditation, Sobek is representing an aspect of Set, who is Mars. Mars, divine masculine, has been in this long retrograde through the moon's watery cardinal sign of Cancer. An active, fiery Mars is not altogether comfy and cozy in Cancer. So he came through Cancer, retrograded back through Cancer, and now he's entering into Leo again. But he's bringing with him the compassionate lessons of the moon. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, just sort of shift back, letting your knee come up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale. I'm shifting my weight back so my shin comes up. Exhale, sink down. And just one more time. And that's what water does. It moves in waves. It comes up and then it balances out. And now look how much lower my knee is just for having shared that time there. And then we're going to just unwind. I'm going to take this right leg over here and find a roundabout way to find that pigeon pose on the other side. So I'm going to shift my weight. I've got my left sole on the floor. I'm going to shift into my hands, hoist up my rear, and come back up to standing. Now, I hadn't really intended that, but I ended up in this Paschimottanasana, or Can't remember the English name of Paschimottanasana, it's okay. Anyway, here we are. And it's a great place to be. And I'm feeling this wonderful stretch through the right hamstring. And we're also invoking the energy of the great pyramids, the earth altars, the libraries, the cosmic libraries that hold all of our stories. And it's good to visit those as we write a new story. So from here, let's just come back into just for a moment. And it's a modified downward facing dog because I'm up in these spider fingers. And then I'm just going to lift my right leg, reach through that right heel, and then step it forward into that lunge. And then heel toe the right foot across so that I can sink down onto that right shin. Now, again, I'm going to keep this back leg lifted for now. I'm up on the top of my fist knuckles here and keeping this back knee lifted. And then I'm just going to begin to rock over my toes and back, over my toes and back, over my toes and back, and just feel the hip. And again, if it feels good to rotate the hip, I dip it under as I move back, lift it up a little bit as I come forward, whatever feels good to you. I feel like people want or feel like you have to have this perfect pose or you shouldn't go to a class. I hear people say I'm not flexible, but we become more flexible by practicing, by being fluid. So let the watery energy of this new moon in Taurus, no matter when you're coming to this video, help you to become more and more fluid. Now let's go ahead and sink back, let that knee come down, adjust your hands, bring them closer in towards your hips, and we're aiming for this nice high pigeon pose with the puffed out chest. Yes, that's where pigeon gets its name, the puffed out chest. Supporting yourself with your strong arms. And then let's move through that sort of modified cat-cow again. Exhale, round the shoulders forward, chin drops forward. Inhale, external rotation in the shoulders, heart opening. Breathe into your heart. Feel light growing inside your heart center. Exhale, round. Inhale, puff out the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, puff out the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart open. Just stay here with this open heart. Maybe gaze up towards the heavens and breathe in the energies of earth and sky. Knowing that source is a ceaseless light that is available to us. Sotis, the great star mother, says, I give you my light, and it is never ending. And now go ahead, drop onto the right hip and sweep that left foot around, bringing it to the outside edge of your right knee. And then again, do this little fluid dance to allow for that left hip, left sitting bone to connect to the earth just as equally as the right. And finally, find yourself seated. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, right arm to the outside edge of the left leg, left fingertips plant and root down into the earth. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, deeper into the twist, pressing to that leg, leveraging your self. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, deeper into the twist, maybe gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, sweep back to the center, and we'll find our way up to that Paschimottanasana by Sweeping this left foot around, plant it on the earth, shift your weight, use your hands to shift up out of your rear end there and find yourself with the left leg forward in Paschimottanasana. So your feet are train tracked. That means they're hips distance apart. The back toes are pointing slightly outward. Ideally, you can at least graze your fingertips on the earth. Lengthen the spine with an inhale. Exhale, drag the left hip back, right hip forward. Let your chest melt onto that thigh. Inhale, shift your weight onto the left leg, lift the right leg, step together and drop back down into a squat. Same place that we started earlier. My arms pressing into my inner thighs. Let your knees also hug your outer arms. As you press your knees into your arms, it engages your belly muscles a lot. And thinking about wrapping up here, just come down, get ready so that you can go back down onto the ground. I would like to finish out with some bridge pose and then a fish pose. Another heart opener and another watery pose. Two more watery poses. Bridge over peaceful waters. I want to bridge over peaceful waters. So we're going to, again, just let your heels rest, reach the arms forward, lay back one vertebrae at a time. If you have a block, supported bridge is one of my favorite poses. But let's just bring your feet on the floor right in front of your glutes and press. You can wiggle and jiggle so that your shoulder blades are pressing into the earth. I'm externally rotating my shoulders. If I could have them totally flat and touching, that is my goal. And you see how that lifts up my heart. Bridge is a back bend and a heart opener. Two. So now just inhale. As you exhale, press into all four corners of your feet and raise your hip points up, up, up. After you can't raise your hips anymore, lift your chest towards your chin and just hold and breathe. 3 breaths. Breathing the energies of earth and sky. Feel them merging with the energy of your own heart. Pour love and compassion onto the mix. Exhale, lower your hips down. Right back up with an inhale. Just spread the toes wide. Lift slowly. Lift, 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 lift them a little more, and then lift your heart towards your chin. And breathe. Feel like you're a bridge. I am a golden bridge that leads to the portal to New Earth. It is me and it is you. We are the bridge to New Earth. Exhale, sink down. One more time, right back up. You barely get a little break. Wiggle into your toes. Lift, 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 lift your hips and then lift your heart. Breathe. Feel golden roots connecting you deep with the heart of Mother Earth. Lower down. Now this time we'll take a little break. Just windshield wiper the knees. So you're just turning the inside of the foot and inside of the knee down. Giving yourself a little break. And then we're going to do one more bridge series with lifting the leg. And again, if you have a block and you want to use it, set up, take an inhale, lift your hips. You can place the block at either the second or third highest height. And this feels like a great release for the low back. If you don't have a block, that's perfectly fine. Just now we're going to brace ourselves in our bridge and then lift our right foot up towards the heavens. Really reach. So I'm pressing into my left foot. My left leg is so strong. And I'm reaching the sole of my foot towards the heavens. Inhale. Place the outer right ankle on top of that left knee. And then drop the right knee down towards the earth. Inhale, raise it up. Place it down. And lower all the way down. And windshield wiper your knees side to side. Setting up for our last bridge here. Inhale, raise your hips. Really externally rotate those shoulders so your heart is lifted. Press into the right foot. Send the sole of your left foot up towards the heavens. Root down to rise. As you exhale, left outer ankle onto the right knee and then pressing that outer left knee towards the earth. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, step down, lift your hips high before you slowly sink down. And then extend your legs out. Just take 3 breaths here as you surrender and melt into the earth. Embodiment. What does embodiment mean to you? What does it mean to embody something or to be embodied? This Taurus energy is asking us to ground our reality. It's supporting us in shaping our world, in consciously choosing who we will be, who we're becoming, and what it is we're birthing. Taurus, Hathor, Venus are the midwife. We are guided and protected. And now, if you would like to join me for fish pose. So fish pose, all we do, how I like to come into fish pose is I come up onto my elbows. And then I'm going to, what I have to do is I have to let my head hang heavy behind me. My hips are going to slide back so that I can place the top of my head on the floor and I'm lifting my heart. Now, if you like, you can then take the back of your head down, but I've wiggled my upper arms in even closer. This is a modified fish pose here. And then go ahead and surrender down once more. 2 breaths. And we can close the yoga practice by, I first invite you to imagine whether you've ever imagined inner Egypt before. You've probably seen the great Sphinx, the great earth altar, the cosmic library, carved of a single piece of granite, streaming new light codes and new source codes constantly. There's a constant exchange of information. And when we connect with the Sphinx, we are opening to receive a download. And that's where we're going to pick up as we go into a meditation a little bit later. But for now, imagine that you're laying beneath your leg between the paws of the Sphinx. And you're going to go ahead and raise up your feet just for a gentle inversion. If you have a block, you can place that block beneath your hips. If you want a little more, you are certainly invited to go into a shoulder stand where you're simply going to shoot your hips back off the ground, Place the palms of your hands on your low back and raise your feet up towards the heavens. So any version of shoulder stand or just raised legs or hips supported on a block for our final inversion. And just allow a little time of gestation here. Ground your practice. Set an intention. Ask your higher self, your guides, archangels, guardian angels, ancestors to support your vision. We are all channels, channeling information, but sometimes we need to clean and clear our receptors. Sometimes we just need to get soft and still and listen. Wherever you are, make your way down onto your back and then hug your knees into your chest. Coming back again to where we started. And in this case, you're invited to be the seed. Maybe bring your chin towards your knees, squeeze in a little seed of potential, a little seed that becomes a great tree, or a fruit tree, or a nut tree, or whatever you imagine. Gently rock side to side. And allow your feet to rest on the earth and lie again flat on your back for Shavasana, a rest, corpse pose, surrender. Imagine you're laying on a soft, mossy earth, completely safe, comfortable, nurtured, loved. You are fully resourced. Source provides all of the resources needed for you to thrive. As the little seed that's been gestating in the earth. One more time, take an inhale, sweep your arms overhead and very gently hug your knees in. You're kind of getting this burst of energy where you're just shifting to be ready to burst back up. Now softly roll over onto one side, coming into a fetal position for a couple more restful breaths. Again, opening to receive clarity for your purpose. Receive messages from your higher self. And now find your way like a little seedling to gently pop up to a comfortable seat. Allow the backs of your hands to rest on your knees. Feel supported, rooted, and grounded. Feel golden roots connecting you with the life force of Mother Gaia. I am the conduit of earth and sky. I am the result of the love between Mother Earth and Father Sky. Inhale, raise your arms up, bring your palms together. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Let's close by making the sound of Om together 3 times. Please inhale. Om. That is the sound of the seed of all potential. Blessings and love, beautiful beings. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. And remember, this is the beginning of a full retreat. So make sure to use the links in the video description to join us for the meditation into the cosmic garden. Okay. Again, please like, share, subscribe, find ways of supporting our community and our mission of helping you attain optimal health holistically now. Lots of love.